DYSG. Keep it real, that's key. We the best OGs. Dope topics, come see. DYSG. Keep it real, that's key. We the best OGs. Dope topics, come see. I got a question, do you speak geek? New episodes on the podcast dropping each week. Get hip to the game, I'm giving y'all a sneak peek. Flavor for your ears, bars flowing on unique beats. Blurs and nerds, freaks and geeks. The Source Wall Wednesday dropping comics you should cop. I think you'd ought to peep. Don't sleep on Dono and Nix. They preaching the gospel, real ish ill like mono, they sick. Thumb life if you're into games with combos and kicks. This podcast is a gift, it's as real as it gets. Blurs taking over, with clever marketing we gain exposure. Feeding the community magic, your boy's a nerd promoter. The dialogue is Jimmy Crackcorn, we aiming for gold. The truth was told, I can't speak for other platforms. Sharp as cats out like knives, claws, and tack thorns. We blacking out, going crazy like a black storm. DYSG, don't forget to follow back. Hosting on the airwaves, always keeping it a stack. Flowers to my haters, psych, I ain't giving y'all jack. Number one on the charts, give your boy a gold plaque.
Ladies and gentlemen, blurs and nerds, freaks and geeks. Bit of a delay. I do apologize for that, but this is DYSG Live. You got your boy Nix in the building. I am with y'all, bringing y'all the heat, bringing y'all the fire show for you blurs and nerds. This is the central place for you to get all of your blurred nerd news, interviews, and all around blurred dope shit. I'm gonna be killing y'all tonight because y'all already know y'all came for a dope interview, and this is gonna be one for the ages. So just to go ahead and let y'all know to pay a few bills here real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and let the ticker ride because y'all know who's in the building this evening. Also, be sure that you're subscribing to BlurStation.com, the central place for the Black Hollywood experience. We're bringing y'all that heat. The announcements have been just a few so far, so just please stick with us because Blur Station is definitely going to be that heat rock that y'all going to be looking forward to into the future. So please be sure to subscribe to Blur Station by going to blurredstation.com. Also, the website coming soon, DYSG Media, central place for Do You Speak Geek, CCW Podcast, the wrestling show, the Love Blurs, the blog, the merch, the DYSG download, so much more is on the way. So keep it locked. And we're going to give you all that fire on the website too. Taco Noir is also the place to get your blurred surprise box. And please be sure to use promo code DYSG. Get yourself a little something off. We're going to go ahead and get this thing going real quickly here. Yeah. Yo, who that? Somebody pulling up?
What's up, niggas? What's going on?
Hey, yo.
Had to come by. I heard you had some ribs this weekend, so I was saying, why not?
Hey, listen, I had ribs last weekend, but I got you with the Al Pastor chicken tonight, though. I got you with that.
That works too.
I got you with that.
It's raining up there in Cleveland and cold, and like we need something. I'm like, yo, I need to stop at my cousin's house real quick.
For sure. For those of y'all who don't know, we had the man on the wall joining me for the co-host this evening, my man Chris Fury. Blurred's Eye View, one of my personal favorite podcasts. What's going on, man? How's it been?
Whoo, it's been a busy day. I just came from Fan Expo Cleveland with some pre-birthday vibes. So feeling good.
That's what's up. Hope it's gonna be a good one, man. But I'm not gonna waste nobody's time any further. Let's go ahead and get to why we came here this evening. Y'all seen him, y'all love him. Voice actor extraordinaire, actor, producer, writer, the one, the only Gary Anthony Williams.
Hold on. Let me just say this. How about that? 18 minutes late. 18 minutes late, and still y'all probably 30 minutes faster than any other Negro in the country. Look here. If a white man was running this whole damn thing, this thing would have started on time. Oh, people would already be clapping their hands and going, what a stellar show. What a stellar show. But y'all roll in here on Negro time. Your Uncle Ruckus, no relation. Expected exactly this coming from you. What's up, people? DYSG. How come y'all didn't let me drop that rap? DYSG.
Hey, man. Hey.
Y'all should let Ruckus drop that rap for y'all.
Man, listen.
It'd be a different vibe then.
Let's talk after post, because I will send you the track. That ain't no problem at all, my boy. That ain't no problem at all. Oh man, how's your week been, sir?
DYSG would be damn y'all some geeches. I don't know if you know what a geech is. That's the dog and Negro.
You reach deep in lexicon for that one.
I don't know what a damn lexicon is, but I'm in the Negro dictionary. That's for damn sure. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing, Nick? How you doing, Mr. Fury?
Same. I'm doing great, man. It's great talking to you. Great having you here, man. I guess you come to get some of that Al Pastor chicken too.
No, you know how every vegan has to tell y'all that they vegan out the gate.
Yeah.
I'll eat some El Pastor mushrooms. You got some of them up in there.
You know, right? We're gonna give you a little bit of tofu, man. It tastes just like hot wings, man.
Tofu, if you mix it with hot wings, it tastes exactly like hot wings. If you mix it with the hot wings, you can't tell the difference.
I know, right? Like, hey, man, I got this. I got these vegan steaks. You can't even tell.
Can't tell the difference. What make them vegan?
We put beet juice. Yeah, put the beet juice in there that may simulate the blood.
Oh, okay then. All right. By the way, I am not eating no beet juice, nothing. Just so everybody out there knows. I just want to. There's a lot of stuff I got to set straight on this program today. A lot of stuff I got to set straight. People all over the internet talking about me drinking beet juice every day. I do it every other day.
There you go. Talk your shit.
That's it. I'm done talking my shit. That was all I had to set straight. There was a lot, though.
All right,
then. A lot.
Well, let's go and kick this thing off, man. Let's tell everybody the origin story. Who are you? Where are you from? And what it is you do.
Hi, everybody. Gary Anthony Williams here. You may recognize me as the voice of Unsung, Uncompromised, Unrecognized, Unsung. The story of Gary Anthony Williams. Gary grew up as a young African-American in Fayetteville, Georgia, just south of Atlanta. His 6 sisters and 2 brothers were there with him all the way, as well as his mother, Johnny Williams, and his father, Willie Williams, an ex-military man, also a moonshine runner from days of old. His mother watched the house and made sure to keep those 9 angry black kids of hers in line. After that, Gary Anthony Williams moved to Atlanta, started doing Shakespeare and improv comedy. Shortly after, some other stuff happened. That's about it. Grew up in Fayetteville, Georgia, man. Moved to LA in 98. Okay. I started doing improv comedy back in Atlanta with a group called Laughing Matters. Did a little bit of acting there back in Atlanta. Then started doing cartoons and stuff till I moved to LA though.
Cool.
98. Yeah,
that's awesome, man. You had a pretty awesome career thus far, which is why we here at DYSG believe in giving flowers now. We ain't gonna wait till nobody's gone. We're gonna give you flowers right now.
Well, as soon as this podcast is over, and knowing that y'all around on color time, who knows when it's gonna be over. But as soon as this is over, Nix, I'm retiring. I'm done. This is my last job. This is my last job of my career right here. I'm independently wealthy. I have everything that a man could want. And so I'm out of the business after this.
Wait, what do you mean you got Angela Bassett on speed dial?
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
I got her on the main speed dial, her one right strong arm on another speed dial, and that strong ass left arm. I was in a room one time with Angela Bassett, by the way, at Mr. Tyler Perry's house. And wow. I had never seen a more cut woman in my life. She was just muscle for days. So yeah, she's on speed dial. Well, I don't have Angela Bassett's number. Erykah Badu and I are good friends though.
That's still a good habit.
Come on, Erykah Badu is dope.
I'm not sure I want a piece of that Baduism. I mean, granted, yes, you come out as an incredible rapper after the fact, but when you in it, it's
don't do this. Don't do this. It will be worth the ride. It's Erykah Badu. She is like magic. She's fine.
Yeah.
She's fine.
We'll call
Erykah
it magic.
Badu is fine. No, Erykah Badu is magic, and I will fight you in the face for saying anything negative. Right in the face. I'm not gonna touch the rest of your body. I'm gonna touch your money, all your money maker,
He said all
right
the
in your
money maker.
face.
We definitely love Erykah Badu over here for sure.
Yeah, thank you.
There are people who grew up on sketch and situational comedy television shows and movies. I'm one of them. And the entertainment becomes interesting when you begin to give more attention to the people behind the performances. It's always cool to see someone you enjoy in one show pop up on another one that you love. A movie is even better. Now, I could spend this whole interview listing your acting credits to the point of unbelief, but it's not.
If I were you, I would do that. I would just stop talking to me and start reading.
I'm not gonna do that though. Well, at least because it's not about the quantity. At least not really, dude. You could not say a word and I'd be in stitches. Like the comedic genius title doesn't label you completely. Even your unknown writing, producing, and directing works are incredible. But just sometimes just watching your facial expressions is just, damn, this guy's good.
Let me tell you this, man. When I lived in Atlanta, when I was doing TV in Atlanta, that's where I started acting. And I was not getting cast in any comedy, anything. I was like most black people. I was that scary black dude chasing white women, beating their cars with baseball bats, threatening white children. I was doing all the scary stuff.
I'll bond for that. Right. I'm all about bond for that.
That was it, man. Like I didn't do any comedy really on TV until I moved to LA. And then the first thing I booked when I came to LA was a show called The Amanda Show. But right after that was Malcolm in the Middle. And then once I did the comedy on Malcolm in the Middle, they were like, oh, he's a comedic actor. But in Atlanta, I was doing more dramatic and scary stuff. So I didn't get known as a comedic actor on TV and movies until I moved here, even though I had been working for years.
Wow.
Don't get me wrong, I'll still scare the hell out of a white woman. Hey, that's just what I do. That's in me,
my boy. I'm right.
Okay, that's in me. That's the Fayetteville Gary Anthony Williams in me. Hey, white women, this is just a message to white women. Nick, excuse me, just so. Hey, look, y'all ready to get the shit scared out of you? You ready to get chased to your car in the middle of the nighttime? Is you ready to hear somebody banging on the outside of your bedroom window and open the curtain and go, damn, it look like that Negro from TV.
Yeah. You ready for a nigga to pop out of the bushes and knock your punk express out of your hands?
Wait a minute. Now, I'm going to admit something to you. Years ago, I'm on a hike. Yes, I hike. I was going uphill. I had a latte in my hand, a soy latte with cinnamon and nutmeg in it.
Damn.
And the hill was so steep that I had to hold my latte in one hand and climb using the other hand in my 2 feet. But I refused to drop that latte. At one point, I had to literally hold the latte in my mouth and my teeth. It's not a lie. And scam up the hill with both of my hands while I was holding that latte. And when I got to the top of the hill, I was like, if my daddy saw me right now, he would disown my black. What the hell you doing crawling up that hill with that latte in your hand? Pull that damn thing out, Gabe.
He said, where's the liquor at? This supposed to be
I didn't spend my youth running moonshine to have you.
You rather save a latte and spill the yak. What the hell wrong with you?
Soy latte.
So in other words, on the other hand, I'm glad you didn't drop a drop.
I didn't drop none of that latte. But that's when I realized, oh man, I'm part white woman. When I was doing that, I was like, that's what I just admitted. I leaned.
I mean, what size was it?
It was a large latte. It was a large latte from M Street Coffee in Sherman Oaks, California. I'll tell you exactly what it was.
Hey, the fact that he said it was cinnamon in him, and I knew.
Did it run you like $15? Because I mean, that ain't white. That's just frugal.
Hey, bruh, when you got the kind of money I got with a coffee budget, you ain't worried about that. I got a coffee budget, bruh.
Hey, I like that.
For the fellas out there, if a lady asks what you bring to the table, you say, I got a coffee budget.
I got a coffee budget.
Yes. Fellas get coffee budgets.
Yeah.
Get a coffee budget.
And if you're in the matcha, I know how to do that too. So, hey. At some point, all women gonna want a latte, and I know that sounds sexist of me. You know, I grew up with a lot of sisters. I told you earlier, I have 6 sisters. They would, I guarantee you, if I called them right now, 3 of them would at least say, "Yeah, bring me a latte." Every woman's gonna want a latte, dude. So if you're looking to be a real man, show your lady that you love her and that you care and that she means something in your life, get yourself a coffee budget, man. Yeah.
Facts.
And women in my house, every time they get together, we're going to Starbucks. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Man, a latte is I start every day. I start every day with a latte. And by the way, all the black people out there, don't forget next Black Friday, a free black coffee for everyone who walks in and say, "I'm a black man. Give me my shit now." Free black coffee for every black guy out there.
Like just black coffee, like no sugar, no cream, just black coffee,
nothing else.
I feel like you gotta be a serial killer to just drink black coffee. Like just black coffee by itself. Especially if it's Bustelo.
You got to be a special kind of person. I've done it.
If it's Bustelo, you are special.
It's gotta be a delicious. The thing about a lot, and look, I know, Fury, you were like, "Hey, man, the one thing we got to discuss today is coffee drinks. So let's do this."
No.
The thing about a latte is it's mostly whatever kind of milk you want, whether it's whole milk or goat milk. I don't know. Nix, you look like you've tried ant milk. You look like a man. You look like a man who's hooked his lips to an ant's titty before. Whatever.
Wait, and you licked your lips when he said it.
Fire ant milk. But it's mostly milk and a little bit of espresso. But when you go like a straight up black coffee, you got to really love the taste of coffee to go for that. And I don't love I love the smell of coffee. I don't love the taste of straight up coffee enough. I do love a good latte.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. That is one of the few things that smells great but tastes completely different.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is.
I want it to taste just like it smells, and it doesn't, and that's a problem. Now I'm working on a book with this artist called "Why Don't It Taste Like It Tastes?" Why don't it taste like it smell? Mr. Combs and I were working on this book called "Why Don't It Taste Like It Smell?" And this
going somewhere.
It's a flip book, and you're gonna love this.
What?
It's a scratch and sniff flip book, and you're gonna love it. All the aromas, all the taste. Look, I don't know. Look, I got nothing. I got no beef against nobody. I don't know nothing about nothing, man. That's all I'm saying. I know nothing about nothing.
Gary, I was introduced to you watching Malcolm in the Middle, and once the show ended, and then I seen you again, it was on Undercover Brother, and Whose Line Is It Anyway, which told me then like this guy is hilarious.
Yeah, man, I've had a fun run, man. Like Malcolm in the Middle, I came on. I auditioned originally for like one episode, like the pilot episode, like for a men's room attendant or something like that. And then they were like, "Nah, they're not going to use you for that. But there's a little boy on there and he needs a dad and they want to bring you back to audition for that." So I auditioned for that and I got that role. So I was on there for 7 years recurring on that show. And still, it's like family there. Like Bryan Cranston, who later went on to Breaking Bad and everything else. Like that dude is still, I just saw him the other day on a hike. I didn't have a latte in my hand that day. I did not have a latte. I was latte free that day. But I did have a dog with me. But that doesn't make me a white woman because black dudes can't hike with dogs. Black dudes can hike with dogs. And it's going to be a pretty sizable dog. It's not a little tiny dog. Nothing against tiny dogs. Let me apologize to everybody. Gary Anthony Williams here. You may recognize me from such failed shows as Cousin Skeeter and others. Look, if you have a small dog, that doesn't make you a small person. That makes you a regular sized person with a tiny ass useless animal. I love you, Gary Anthony Williams. Look, that's all I'm trying to say. Look, because you could have a hamster. I don't know if you remember gerbils. They were like hamsters with tails. You could have a gerbil if instead of pretending that you have a real pet, that's a tiny, tiny little dog. If your dog can't take down a small human, then that's not a dog.
It's useless.
It's useless as a dog. It's good for I don't know, like if you had a big cup and you need a sponge or something to scrub stuff out of it, you could get a dog, little, that you ball him up like a tribble and get some out of the bottom of a cup. But it's not useful as a dog. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
And again, nothing against tiny dogs, nor the people who have them.
Now, there's a rumor There's a rumor that
you know what? Forgive me. Hold on, Nick. I want to start all the beef I can today. Hey, you useless if you got a tiny dog. I'm sick of apologizing, man. I've lived my life in a very peaceful way. I'm not doing it anymore. If you got a tiny dog, you stupid.
What if they have a tiny dog but drink black coffee?
Yeah, hey.
Now, I see.
That's a different beast right there.
I don't. Yeah, you know what, man? Now I got to go back and apologize Maybe I just don't understand, and just because I don't understand it doesn't mean it is to be hated or feared. I want to apologize again. I'm back to nice Gary now. Forgive me, everybody. Your tiny dog is just as important as my full-sized.
All dogs matter.
All dogs matter.
ADM, all dogs matter. ADM.
That's the new shirt next.
Hey, print it. Let's get it.
We can share the proceeds. We'll be fine.
Now, rumor has it that we, the fans of everything you've ever done, owe a big thanks to a computer error. Is it true that you accidentally signed up for drama class in high school and were just too lazy to get out of it?
I didn't accidentally. I signed up for another class in high school, and the computer put me in a drama class. And I was too lazy to get out. But then I went to the class the first day. I was like, I guess I got to do it. I went to the class the first day, and the teacher, her name was Robin Bennett. She was like, okay, everybody, pretend you're a leaf in a windstorm. And I was like, what the hell is this? And then she's like, okay, for your homework tomorrow, I need you all to bring back a mime. Think of some mime scene you can do by yourself and come and bring that tomorrow. And I was like, okay, now I got to get out of this class. This is going to be stupid. And so I had this idea to do a mime so bad that she was going to kick me out of the class. So the next day I come in with this idea of I'm a husband. This is all in mime, mime. I'm doing some mime now for the people who are watching this, that I was a husband who helped his wife deliver the baby. I took the baby, put it in my arms, I swaddled it. Then I opened up the oven door and I cooked the baby and I sat down for like a delicious Thanksgiving meal eating freshly cooked baby. And I thought, this is going to get me kicked out of here. And the teacher at the end of it, she goes, that was great. That's an A, Gary. That's an A. And I was like, wait. I can cook pretend babies and get an A in this class? I'm in. So absolute mistake getting in there. And then it was just after that, it was fun. Like, oh, wait a minute. I'm literally just playing. That's all I'm doing, which is still to this day exactly what I get to do pretty much every day of my life that I'm lucky enough to have a job in this. I'm sitting in my sound booth now where I do my cartoons from home. Pretty much every day of my life, I get to play for a living. Like, that's what I do. I seriously get to play. So big thank you to Robin Bennett, who's no longer with us, for letting me have that little moment and realize that stupid things can be worth it. Much like having a stupid dog can be worth it.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's a great storyteller because he can bring it back around.
And by the way, in improv, I got into. I was in this little tiny school in Clayton County, Georgia, called Clayton State College, and a dude came down from Atlanta to teach a one-day improv comedy class to my college, and I signed up and I took the class that day. And at the end of the day, he pulled me aside and he said, you shouldn't do improv. It's not for you. And I was like, okay. Man, I don't listen to people like that. If he expected that to either stop me or hurt me or give me any kind of pause and make me think, like, that stuff doesn't work on me. You got to be like my closest relative, my girlfriend, my son, my sister, my brother, not even my aunts or uncles, before you could say words that are going to hurt me or change the direction in my life. Like, that's just not going to work. Mm-hmm. you may as well be talking to anything in this room other than me right now. Because what you said doesn't give me fire to push against you. It doesn't frighten me. It's just like you've said nothing to me. Like your words didn't matter to me. Like that means nothing. I live a very whatever life when it comes to the naysayers like that. The people on TikTok, Instagram, you could say as negative thing as you want to about me. Chances are I'm going to laugh if they're funny, but that's about all you're going to get out of me.
That's awesome. You got to have that attitude to make it in the industry that you're in for sure. I would definitely imagine that.
Yeah, but because I realized a long time ago, it's a silly game. I mean, like play the rules, you don't play the rules, but it's a silly game. Don't expect sense out of it. If you're enjoying it, play the game, you know?
Yeah, and you're definitely enjoying it. I can tell you're having a great
I love
time.
what I do, brother. I love what I do.
There are many actors and actresses like yourself who perform well in voice and live acting, from Cree Summer, Carrie Payton, and your cohort from the Black version, Phil Lamar.
Phil's pretty good at some of it, but not all of it. He has problems.
Do you enjoy one lane over the other?
I actually love it all. But if you did say to me, like, you get one or two things to do for the rest of your life, and that's all you could do, then it would probably be improv comedy first, and then voiceover next, before TV and before movies. But I love it all, man. What I love is the variety. I definitely love that. I don't like learning lines. Like I was never a fast learner of lines. But, you know, that really doesn't matter. That's, I think, a lot of people. Yeah, Phil is a fraud. Thank you. Thank you. Let me just say this right now. Hold on. I know. Let me just say this right. Hey, Phil Lamar, Gary Anthony Williams here. Yes, you owe me for much of your career. Everybody, I don't know how many people. I'm going to share this with Nix and Fury right now. I don't know how many people realize this.
Well, Phil's actually on Chris's show.
Yeah, he was on the show a few weeks ago.
Did he tell you how he got the part of the dude in Star Wars in Clone Wars?
Oh, wait.
We'll think of the character name in a minute. We'll think of it in a minute. I can't think of it now. We'll have to Google it in just a sec. Hey, all you listeners out there with the Google ability, would you Google that for me? Phil Lamar's character in Clone War. So I had the character originally, and I was on a TV show at the time, Boston Legal, and they would not let me do both. Like back then, it wasn't like now. I can record all my stuff in the booth. Then they wanted you all in the Kit Fisto. Thank you so much, Safari TV. Safari TV, giving you the information when you need it the most. Safari TV.
He appreciates that for sure.
Oh, he's gonna do it. He's gonna use that. He's like, Chris, can you put it in a soundbite? Yes. Yes.
I got you, Safari. I got you.
So I was doing the job, couldn't do it anymore. So they were like, well, we got to get rid of you. And then Phil stepped in and did it. So Phil Lamar literally owes me everything. Even the stuff that I had nothing to do with. Phil Lamar owes me that. Will he pay up? Yeah. Phil's ridiculously rich. Yeah, he'll pay up. He's ridiculously rich. Phil Lamar has more money. I remember the first time driving to Phil Lamar's house and going, what the hell is this? Like, you had to climb many, many steps before you had the honor of knocking at his door.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I love it.
He's ridiculously rich. Phil Lamar is one of the richest voiceover on camera actors in the world, and he deserves to be. But he does owe me literally everything. Literally everything. I'm going to drink some sparkling waters from Whole Foods right now, guys. Hold on.
That sounds like a line. It just sounds almost like a Sopranos line. You owe it to me.
You owe me, Phil Lamar.
You owe me your
Samurai Jack.
You wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me.
There would be no Samurai Jack for me without me, Phil Lamar. Even though you did Samurai Jack before I ever met you, there would be no Samurai Jack without me. No, Phil's great people, man. That dude is a powerhouse. I remember meeting him for the first time when I moved to LA, and just like, because I was watching him on Mad TV at the time. Like, oh, that's the dude from Mad TV. He can do anybody's voice. Malik Berger and Rain Pryor, that's Richard Pryor's daughter, they called me recently and said, "Hey, Gary, we wrote this piece, and there's a part that playing my daddy, Richard Pryor." I was like, I can't do that. Call Phil Lamar. I was like, I can do something else in there. I can't do people's voices. I create original voices. I'm not a mimic. Phil can mimic and create original voices. So, again, he owes me that. You're welcome, Phil Lamar. He owes me. He just owes me. I can't wait to take ownership of that house. I can't wait.
That's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Life Hacks for Kids is a cool show. The stuff kids learn on that program is not only teaches life hacks for every day, but also creative and critical thinking. What sparked the creation of this show?
Years ago, my writing partner and I, Jeannie Roshar, we've been working together forever. We sold a movie together, a movie about, it was basically about my first marriage. Long ago, I was married, and not long ago, but I was married. And look, I can still get married tomorrow, y'all. Don't be judging me. I can get married tomorrow. I can get married right now. Y'all want to challenge me? I can get married in the next 15 minutes. Okay. So my wife was white, and the first time that I met her mother was at breakfast, and her mother said, "Oh, let me tell you about my family. My mother's last name is Wilson." I was like, "Oh, my grandmama's last name is Wilson." It's like, "We're from this little place right near the Alabama Georgia border." I was like, "Oh, that's where my family's from." Oh shit! What if y'all owned us? So then I wrote a script with my writing partner called "I Own You" about this black dude who married a white lady who find out that her family used to own his family. Right? It was a comedy script. Did that, sold that movie to Lionsgate. They didn't make it, but they paid us for the movie. Then years after that, my writing partner, Jeannie, she got pregnant, like really pregnant. She was like 9 months. I don't know what really pregnant means. I think if you're pregnant, she's pregnant.
I was going to ask, like, what's mean?
But according to the Republicans, if you look at a woman wrong, you're pregnant, and they can't have an abortion. So yeah. Hold on just 1 second. Hey, everybody, if you got a small dog or you vote for that dumbass Donald Trump, fuck you. All right. So she gets really, and I'm saying, look,
I love
guys, it. No. Let me just do a political ad. Guys, Gary Anthony Williams here with an exclusive. I'm a liberal, a lifelong Democrat, and I have reasons to be so. But whether you're a Republican, an independent, a Democrat, a liberal, or conservative, doesn't matter. As long as you get out there and vote. And don't vote for that dumb-ass Negro-hating Donald Trump.
And that's on Magneto bars.
No relationship. Now, if you don't want to vote, if you want your vote to matter, colored folks, and your votes really don't matter in the first damn place, let's just be honest. Let's just be honest about that. But if you want your vote to matter, you need to vote for Donald Trump. He has done more for Negroes than Michael Jordan did with his damn tennis shoes. This is Uncle Ruckus. Oh, speaking of tennis shoes, make sure you buy mine and my Bible. No, that's Donald Trump. Whatever. No relation. So my writing partner gets real pregnant. This is Life Hacks for Kids. She gets real pregnant. We write a music video called Bun in the Oven. And it is a raunchy music video with all pregnant women. And it is nasty. And legitimately pregnant women. The people at Disney see this show, see the video, and they call us to direct kids' television for them. Like, we saw your video of these raunchy colored women. Pregnant women. I just broke into ruckus. These raunchy pregnant women. And would you create some shows for us? And so we created live. I knew this little girl named Sunny. And she used to always make little things. And we created a show around her, like being able to make these little hacks for people. But it was all based on the fact that my writing partner was 9 months pregnant. And we did this raunchy music video that Disney somehow liked and thought, oh, they can make kids content. So that all came from a crazy place. A crazy place.
The fact that you said it went to Disney, and I'm waiting for the ball to drop. Like, yes, we can't have that content here at Disney.
That's what we thought. Like, we were in the office, like, y'all saw this video, right? You saw me getting squirted in the face with breast milk, right? And they were like, yes, yeah, we think it's very funny. So now we want you to do this thing. What? Because at that point, it's all about humor, creativity and the fact that we did all of that all by ourselves, so they could just give us some money, that we make the content and then bring it back to them. And we did that show forever until we did it on the internet first, and then when the little star Sunny Keller decided she didn't want to do it anymore, I was like, when Sunny's done, I'm done. So I stopped producing it then, stopped directing, writing, and producing it. The TV show, I wrote all those episodes with my writing partner, Jeannie. We directed, wrote, produced. We did top to bottom, all of that stuff. So I love it. I love kids content. I love kids, first of all. Like, I also write children's books. I got a couple at an agency right now being shopped around. So I love kid stuff too, as long as it's got good messages,
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's
yeah,
good,
man.
Yeah.
I got to do it all, man. I got to do it all.
Yeah, man. If I feel you, man. I got a 13-year-old man who loves your content. He walks around the house doing the Ruckus voice. Like he calls me a baboon every day. Like, every day.
Oh, that's good. That's kind of him. That's very kind.
Hold on. Let me see if I can get it.
There's a lot worse he could be calling me right now.
He was like waiting at the door.
Look at that one right now. What the hell is going on your head, boy? Hold on. Let me see if I can get Ruckus.
Come here.
Hold on. Let me see if I can get Ruckus in here too. Hold on. 1 second here. Let me see. Oh, there he is. What the hell is going on your head, Negro? I'm just saying right here. Oh, look at you like your daddy got that damn poor eyesight. That must come from eating all that damn fried chicken. Let me tell you something. You need to eat like the white man do. Just get yourself a bowl of tater salad with some raisins in it and be happy. And put down that damn pork chop. It's Uncle Ruckus. No relation.
No, tell him. Give back to him.
Nope.
You can't. You can't do it now. Okay.
That may be the only smart black child I ever met. I don't know. I still don't know if my son, I have to ask him now, has seen a single full episode of the Boondocks. Like, he never watched any of my stuff. And then he went off to college and he was like, hey, Dad, everybody here knows Uncle Ruckus in the Boondocks. Like, really? Yeah, because for me, in my mind, that it was gone. Like, that was in the past times. But that show never goes away, man. They just brought it back on, showing the reruns on HBO Max, and never dies, brother, never dies.
Of course not. Now, I've kind of reached the portion of the interview where I'm done talking to you, Mr. Williams, if you don't mind. I'd like to speak to the voices for a quick second. First and foremost, if you don't mind, I'd like to speak to Mufasa if I could.
Yes.
First and foremost, welcome, and thank you for joining us via the spiritual realm.
Everything the light touches is your kingdom.
Thank you. In your time as king, though, did it ever occur to you to welcome your brother Scar back to rehabilitate him instead of having him remain in exile?
Listen, Nix. Hold on. This is Uncle Ruckus, right? No. This is Mufasa. No. This is Uncle Ruckus. First of all, ain't no damn such thing as a king in Africa in the first place. There is a king in Africa. I am Mufasa, son of a great leader, also the grandfather of Kion, the father of Simba. No. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sure you the father, somebody. I know all y'all Negroes in Africa. Ain't no telling how many kids y'all got running around the damn jungle. No. We won't play this game. This is a respectful game. Oh, respect. Oh, you want to talk about respect now? Well, respect this. Respect my black ass. Yeah, go ahead. Here's the funny thing, though, Nix. If I don't hear, except for a few characters, I have to hear a little reference of them right before I go into them, because some of them I steal a little from this person, this person over here. Luckily, every time I recorded Mufasa, this for the Lion Guard on Disney TV, in case people don't know. So James Earl did the pilot of it, and then after the pilot, I did all the other episodes of it. And that was one of the biggest honors in my career. So I would make sure every time before I would start doing that, I would listen to him. They didn't want an exact James Earl, but they wanted that flavor, that love, that bigness, that roundness, So I would always go back and still just a little. Listen, Mufasa. Yes, Kion, Simba, everything the light touches. So I would always go back in there and make sure I would really listen to him to get that flavor
Awesome.
there.
Now, I do have one more question for Mufasa, if I could.
Yes.
I'm certain there's a great deal of pride you feel for Simba and what he has done for your kingdom you left behind, as well as avenging your death. However, do you feel the same pride in Kion and his diversification of protecting the same kingdom with the Lion Guard, although being the only lion in the guard?
My son Kion. I say my son because he is my son's son. I feel great pride in him. I feel pride in him when he finds his lion voice. I feel pride when I see how he treats his friends and all the other animals in the kingdom. Yes, Nix, I feel great pride in him.
Awesome. Glad to hear that. Okay.
Pride my damn ass.
Oh, Ruckus, glad you're here.
Pride my damn ass. What kind of pride are you gonna feel in a little Negro boy? He is not a Negro boy. He is a lion cub. Oh no, but he from Africa. Ain't nothing but Africa. Ain't nothing but Negroes in Africa. He is not a Negro boy. He is an animal. Well, all Negroes are animals. You just said the same damn thing I just said. Okay then.
Then. You say he's a moot point. Can't argue with the logic.
But Ruckus, I'm glad you pulled up though, man. Thank you for taking time out of your many jobs that you do for joining us. I do appreciate it.
Look, anytime I can take time out of my many jobs for the good white folks, whatever job a black man can do for white folks is going to be better than the best job a black man can do for another black man. For instance, if there was such a thing as a black president, which there never will be and never was, if there was and you was working for that black president, you would be better off shining flows for the dirtiest white man around. That's all I'm trying to tell. And you're welcome, Nick.
So Ruckus, back in the early 2000s.
No, please call me Uncle Ruckus. No, relax.
Uncle Ruckus, sorry. Uncle
Ruckus.
Back in the early 2000s, I came across another gentleman who shared your same outlook.
Who was that?
On African Americans. Mr. Clayton Bigsby is a man shrouded in irony. While being blind, he wrote 6 books, 4 published, and managed to not only join but become a resounding voice for the Ku Klux Klan. Have you ever had the pleasure of speaking to Mr. Bigsby?
It wouldn't be no pleasure because there's a big difference between me and Clayton Bigsby. One big difference. He is a Negro. I am not. I happen to be suffering from revitiligo. I'm a white man, and I just keep getting darker and darker every year because of my revitiligo. He was born a Negro, and just because he was too damn stupid and blind to know he was a Negro, don't make him right. Yes, he's doing all the right thing. He is supporting the Ku Klux Klan, who is just out there just making sure that white folks get an equal shake. Because Negroes got everything in America, and white folks don't have nothing. They just give and give and give and give, and all you Negroes do is take and take and take and take. For instance, you done took this damn TV show right here. You probably took a good slot from some good white man. It should be Ryan Seacrest on here instead of you two black ass. So no, I do appreciate the wake that Clayton Bigsby had done, but I do not appreciate that he is just another Negro.
Awesome. So one final question, Uncle Ruckus. There was recently a passing of a great football player, O.J. Simpson. How do you feel we lost a great African American man in this community?
First of all, you just did what I call an oxymoron. Ain't no such thing as a great African American man. That don't exist. Let's just cut to the quick right there. And I don't know if you ever saw Nicole Brown. She was a beautiful, beautiful white woman. And I don't know what kind of voodoo jungle African magic that damn Negro O.J. Simpson put on her, on that beautiful, beautiful white woman. But he never should have been with her in the first place. No, she should have been walked around, being carried to her little legs, atrophied in the little meat nubs. She should not have ever been with a Negro man in the first damn place. No, you did not lose a great African American athlete. First of all the best athletes is white. Look at Pistol Pete Maravich, best damn basketball player ever in the whole damn world. Look at that. What that man named who done turned into a woman now? What's his name? Bruce Jenner. Bruce Jenner, the best damn all-around athlete ever. Even though he's a lady now. Say them lady titties, I bet they could throw a baseball way harder than any man could ever do in the whole damn world. So ain't no such thing as a damn great black African American or a great black African athlete. All the best athletes in this whole damn world is white. All of them.
My face hurts.
Yeah. I'm well beyond face hurting right now. My face is hurting an hour ago. Oh man. So if Mr. Williams,
let me just say this last thing. Tiger Woods. I read today that Mr. Tiger Woods, he goes, oh, I might win myself another green jacket up there. And I go, white man is meant for golf. Colored folks ain't meant for golf. Even the Asian part of Tiger Woods is not meant for golf. Now, you take Donald Trump and you put him out there against Tiger damn Woods. You put him back out there against that damn Negro Asian. You put him out there and Donald Trump would whoop his ass all over that damn golf course and have him in the locker room cleaning up where his black Asian ass ought to be in the first damn place.
Now, hold on, Ruckus. I think Tiger will wash him now. He has too many. You know, his track record shows that he's a great golfer. You know,
he is a horrible Asian golfer and a worse black husband. Every part of him is just wrong. Every part of him is just wrong. Golf is meant for white folks. The Golden Bear. I don't know if you remember that golfing man. A good white man right there. Jack Nicklaus. Good white golfing man right there. Black folks, first of all, should not be allowed to be around no weapons like a damn golf stick in the first damn place. Step away from the golf course and get yourself back to a damn Arby's or whatever the hell y'all eating now, because trying to act like y'all ain't eating no damn fried chicken. Go get yourself a damn roast beef sandwich somewhere.
Yeah, I know. Now, Uncle Rex, I know you said earlier there's no such thing as a good African American at all. However, my friend Tariff TV, Safari TV asks, do you miss your friend Robert Freeman?
Okay, first of all, Robert Freeman was a hell of a colored man. I don't know how he done stole that house to move into that beautiful white neighborhood that we all lived in. I don't know how the hell he do that. I don't know how the hell he survived them two nappy damn ass-headed Negro children that's running around in his house. He was a good colored man. But if I have to lie and say that I miss a Negro not being on the earth, that's just going to be a whole damn lie. Wait a minute, this is Gary Anthony. I don't give a hell who the hell. No, this is Gary. I love John Witherspoon. That dude was one of the funniest, most creative. Okay. You guys gonna play Negro Love Negro. I'm tired of Negro Love Negro. I want to see more black on black crime. Okay, that's enough of that. Look, John Witherspoon was one of the greatest, most creative, funniest ass performers I've ever worked with. Every time we were in the booth, every time we were in the booth, they lock y'all two Negroes in a room. I wish it would have been a battle royale. The darkest Negro come out, and only the darkest. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Praise him. Oh, he was great. He was a great black Negro. Oh, he's like a Harriet Tubman of bullshit. Harriet Tubman ain't done a damn thing. Negro railroad. Ain't no such. A Chinese man invented the damn railroad in the first place, and that's only because a white man told him to. Harriet damn Tubman.
Well, Mr. Williams, I do see that you're back here. Glad you can come back and join us. Let's just say Hollywood decided to produce the Gary Anthony Williams movie. You cannot play yourself, but you had the final say so who portrays you. Who would you pick?
Ooh, wow, this is going to be tough because very few are worthy of it. It's going to have to be. I'm going to have to be hiring several different people for the different parts of my life. Let's see here. I have no answer for this. I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine that. I can't even imagine. It's, when Kenan Thompson used to have like my energy when he was younger. Like I was like, oh, that was me as a teenager when I would look at Kenan. I can't even imagine. And who are they going to get for the rugged good looks? That's the biggest problem. I have surprisingly rugged, amazing good looks.
Once he comes off probation, Jonathan Majors could do it.
Wait a minute. I like somebody on probation.
Come on now.
I like
little street.
We got 52 weeks, I think. So
right? How long does he have before he's good to go?
Got to get a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
I almost maybe Cedric the Entertainer could play my twin brother. I don't have one. No, I don't. Man, I have no idea.
That's it sounds like a Lifetime movie.
Who would want that role? I'm not even auditioning for that role.
Shit,
Like,
I'll
I'm not
take
playing
it.
I was gonna say the energy alone has to be matched. Like
I've already said, I've told everybody who loves me. I said, when I die at my funeral, and I'll never die, by the way, guys. I made a deal. But if I ever did, I don't want any real stories there. I want every story to be some bullshit story that people stand and make up. Right? Then I don't want nobody telling nothing real.
I like that.
It'll be all fake stories at my funeral.
Two truths and a lie wedding
Yeah.
I like where he went with that, because I told my wife something similar. I told my friends, I said, look, I want y'all to show up like in the background, wear all black shades. She won't even know who you are. They're gonna figure, like, who are these people? Like, what was he into? Like,
what was, yeah. Don't worry.
Like, just drop off an envelope with keys or something.
Oh,
and just
yeah.
like,
What? And what does this key go to?
Exactly.
Listen, I told my wife straight up and down, listen, if the pallbearers do not bring me to the front of that church with the Undertaker's theme playing, I will divorce you right now.
Oh, wow.
Straight up.
Fantastic. That's
Straight
fantastic.
up.
I did tell my girlfriend, I was like, you know what I'm going to do in case I ever get dementia or Alzheimer's? I'm going to start like dressing right now, like as a king, like wearing a crown and stuff. So when she shows me old pictures of myself, I will be convinced I was a king, and she'll have to try to convince me that I wasn't. So I'm going to start right now just dressing like I'm a king, man. So I was like, no, I know I was a king. I see me sitting on the throne. Gary, you told me that as a joke. No. So I get as much havoc as I can wreak in my older age. I'm starting doing it now.
Oh, so just like put a Batman suit in my closet. And
exactly. Like I was a superhero, right? I was a superhero.
Yeah.
No,
it's
baby,
right there. It's in the closet.
It's in the closet, baby. What kind of fool would have that in the closet if he wasn't Batman?
Right. Exactly.
Oh my goodness. Is there a role that you've looked at and said it is just like playing Ring Pryor's father, like playing Richard Pryor? Is there another role that you've seen and figured like there's no way, like
that was that was offered to me?
Mm-hmm.
No, I will tell you, when I did Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so like I used to be, my regular weight was anywhere between 340 pounds and 380 pounds. That was my regular walk around weight. Like that's how much I weighed. And then I started losing weight, and they called me in for an audition for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but I wasn't big anymore. And the sides, the audition side said, big guy, funny, blah, blah. And I told my agent, like, I'm not big anymore. They're looking for the wrong dude. And a lot of casting people hadn't seen me since I started losing weight. Like, I'm just not that size anymore. I was closer to 200 pounds than the 400 that I used to be closer to. Right. So, and they were like, well, they still want to see you. And I drove down there to the audition just pissed. I was like, I'm wasting their time. They're wasting my time. And I decided on the final callback, I was like, if they really want me, they're going to have to prove it. Because I just thought it was bull. I just thought they're going to see me, see my size, and realize, oh, no, shoot, we needed the fatter Gary. And so
you need season 1, Gary.
Yeah, we need season 1. Right? I made up my mind to not say a single thing that was written on that audition script. I was like, I'm going to improv every bit of it. Because if they're messing with me, I'm just going to mess with them right back. So my final audition, I just improvised the whole thing. And then they called back and went, oh, yeah, no, he loved that. He loved it. You got the role. And like, what? Okay. So it was, even though that wasn't anything I went, no, I can't do. I just thought they're thinking of the wrong guy. They're thinking of season 1, Gary, like you said. They're not thinking of what I really look like right now.
And see, that's crazy. It's crazy you say that, because I'm like, well, he's going to be Bebop. So it wouldn't matter later. It was like a CGI after that.
Right, right. But it starts out as a human being. But specifically on the sides, they were saying big man, a big man, a big man. In fact, like even in voiceover. So I did one cartoon, and then I was the cartoon Doc McStuffins came up. So I was doing this one cartoon, Doc McStuffins came up. I was doing a character like, it's the reason I got Lion Guard. I was doing a character named Mr. Dose. He was a watch on this little bear called Special Agent Oso. He was his boss.
Yeah.
The lady who was about to create this new cartoon, Doc McStuffins comes in and they introduced me. Hey, she has a new cartoon coming out. It's about this little black girl who's a doctor to stuffed animals. I was like, ooh, I want to be in the cartoon. She's like, really? What do you want to do? I was like, I want to play the little girl. And she's like, go away. And then she later called me back as an audition for the dad. And I auditioned, but they said, and I was heavy at the time, they said, they really liked you, but your voice sounds too heavy. I was like, what? And they were like, can you make your voice sound not as heavy? And I was like, sure. And so then I just kind of basically just raised the pitch of him just a little bit, just to make them, because they saw me as a big guy and her dad was really thin, drawn thin. And like in their minds, they could not get past what I look like and the sound. So I just raised the pitch a little bit. I tricked him into that job, y'all. Hey, Hollywood is all about tricking. Like Phil Lamar tricked me out of that role. It's all about tricking. It's all about that.
Now, seeing how you've done a lot of things here in the nerd space with animation and also your roles with, that you said Bebop right there, I would consider you a blur just like us as well too. Now, with this next question though, we all know the worst answer is flight. We can't call ourselves real nerds or blurs if you don't ask the most popular question of all time. So, Gary Anthony Williams, if you could have any superpower, what would you pick and why?
First of all, let me just say this about flight. I dream almost every night that I can fly. So I understand the joy of wanting to have the power of flight. But other than that, if I could have any superpower, what would I pick and why? It would not be the power of knowing what people are thinking, because I don't want
Listen, Twitter's bad enough. You don't
right.
I don't know that. I know probably number 2 is going to be super speed, but that would be really cool, man. That would be really cool if I could just run fast as hell. That would be cool, because I still remember the day that my son outran me. I was like, oh no, it's over for me. As far as my Olympic dreams went, it was over. It's like, oh no, this 10-year-old boy can outrun me. I might never be an Olympian.
I think every father has had that moment.
Yeah,
but it's that ego. It's the part of that ego.
But for me, it was actually a prideful moment. It was like surprising, because I used to race and like let him win, and then the day I really was like hoofing it, and he was like, "Oh shoot, I got no more. I got no more in the tank," and then that was it. So it was like, "Oh no, I just passed the torch on." But I still was like proud of him. Like, "Oh, look at this guy beat me." And then when he became a long distance runner, I was really proud. Like, "Oh, okay. See, if he couldn't have beat me that day, he wouldn't be who he is now.
He owes it to you.
He owes me and Phil Lamar."
When this all said and done, everybody's gonna be on Gary some money.
I am going to give, before this interview is over, my bank accounts. I have several of them. I'm going to give all my bank account information so people can just deposit into there what they owe me. Because I don't want anybody dying, leaving this earth feeling like I should have paid that dude what I owed. I don't want that. I don't want that for them. I need to take that burden off of them. So I'm going to let them have I'll do a lot of banking at Bank of America and a lot of banking at Chase, several accounts at Merrill Lynch. And I don't know if you know Cedric Yarbrough, but he has a big, huge vault under his house. So I hide a lot of shit under Cedric's house.
Gary's like he's like the markers in John Wick. He's like you owe, I'm calling in this favor. You owe me.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna build up so much that people they have to pay me back. It would be embarrassing for them not to pay me back. And I don't want to leave that scar on them.
You're saving them.
I'm saving them from themselves. This is for you that you owe me.
That's crazy. A deep. I wouldn't say a too personal question, but it's kind of personal for my studio audience. My girl Kira, Room Full of Blurs, also part of that Blurs I View family. She asks, "What kind of mattress you got?"
That's for the flight question. Yeah.
Well, great question, friend. My nephew Jason Boyce works for Mattress Firm, and he got me a hell of a deal on one of those Posturepedic mattresses, one of those memory foam sleeps comfortably mattresses. So if you're looking for a great mattress, hit up Jason Boyce Mattress Firm down there in Georgia. Tell him his uncle sent you. You'll be glad you did. In fact, you'll owe me.
And he brought it back around.
Speaking of bringing it back around, with super speed, now that you have your power, hero or villain?
In real life or just playing?
Like let's say you were gifted the super speed now.
In real life, I would rather be a hero. Like everybody loves playing a villain. Like I can't say it yet.
Now, I wouldn't be a villain straight up, but that first year is gonna be a lot of self-serving. Like, I gotta come up to save the world. I can't save the world, bro.
Right. I need this money. You say, I need this money. Why? Give it a year.
Yeah.
Like, year one, all about me. After that, then I save the world.
In real life, I gotta go. I seriously have to go hero in real life. There's enough villains out there for me, man. In a movie, TV situation, the bad guy is always fun to play. Like if Ruckus was just a good dude, he still might be fun, but like not nearly as fun as somebody who can just say and do any. I did figure out, I started doing conventions. I was like, oh, Ruckus is Donald Trump. He can say the dumbest shit in the world, and people be like, oh yeah, say that again. Call me that. Yeah.
I mean, if you have super speed and Trump's talking somewhere,
God,
strip him in front of the public.
At Trump.
Just
Donald Trump.
In public.
On a serious note, I need all black people out there to remember what he did to the Central Park 5. That motherfucker took out full page ads trying to have these dudes put to death, even after he knew that they were innocent. He was still all about that bullshit. And not renting to black people, purposely not renting to them.
It's literally in black and white. Like, I don't
bullshit. He's bullshit. And like, not everybody who likes Trump is dumb, but there's a lot of dumb motherfuckers who like Trump. That's all I'm saying. He is bullshit.
True.
He does not love you. He loves himself. Oh, don't do this, Gary. You sound like a damn Negro.
Look, I gotta agree with you. Everybody that likes Trump isn't dumb, but if you do like Trump, I do have to question your decision making.
Yeah, and it's okay. I think it's if everybody stepped back and said, you know what, I got duped and I can admit it. Like, just admit it. Like when he called all the HBCU leaders to HBCU, a horrible black coon university. No, historically black colleges and universities. When he called, no, ain't no such thing as a historically black. All damn thing historically black is slavery, and that was a good thing. Okay, that's enough.
Now, Ruckus, hold on. Now,
what?
Listen, just out of my home state, we have some of the greatest ones. We have North Carolina A&T. We have
that's a HBCU. That's a horrible black coon university. That's
there's North Carolina
horrible black coon university.
North Carolina Central. Here in Norfolk, we have Norfolk State University.
I mean, still sound horrible.
There's so many great HBCUs out there, man.
Sound cool.
They exist. They're out there.
What y'all study there? Carjacking? What's the main course of education?
I mean, well, I know for A&T there's a really big agriculture department, and if you ever want to be in medicine, Central is definitely where you want to go.
Okay, but let me say this, white folks, if you're ever looking for a doctor, do not get one from whoever the hell he just said. That is not. They will shrink your head like they do in the jungle. There's a witch doctory going on now. But if you're looking for a good doctor, find yourself a good white man, professionally with the last name of Stein.
So it's Stein. Is that
I get to
those
be
or those
stupid.
three doctors, the three stooges would always call his ass.
That's hilarious. Oh man. If y'all just joined us here at DYSG Live, too bad.
DYSG Live.
Because y'all missed
DYSG Live. Come on, y'all
missed a banger. Y'all missed an incredible show. I'm gonna let my man get out of here. We're gonna run through the checklist real quick. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Just give the first response, whatever you think of.
Okay.
So, not sure if you're a gamer or not, but if you are, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, or PC.
Wait a minute. First of all, before we even play your game, let me just say this. And if anybody knows how to do it, and that includes either of you, Nix or Fury, I do want to do a YouTube channel of Uncle Ruckus playing old school like Atari shit.
I got you.
So if we can do that, I want to do Ruckus just playing old school Atari games like Frogger, Pong, like seriously, like the oldest school games. I want to do that.
We got you.
Yeah, don't mess with me now.
We listen, Fury, hang back.
Can y'all do that? Can y'all do this?
Yeah,
we can do that for you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what was your question now?
PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, or PC?
I was Xbox all the way.
Okay. Android or iPhone?
iPhone.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Wow. Holy
that gets everybody.
That's tough. But some of my best memories of my dad is when me and him just chilled and watched television together, and we watched a lot of Star Trek. So for that reason, for my dad's, the memory of being a boy sitting with his dad watching TV or something like that, I'm going to go with Star Trek on that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Marvel or DC?
Wow. Now Marvel.
Okay.
That could have gone either way back in the past, but Marvel, like, it's when it comes to the whole movie realm, Marvel like really they keep proving themselves. So I got to go Marvel on that now.
Got you. Are you an anime fan at all?
I'm not big on anime unless you ask me about the old Speed Racers.
Okay. All right. I was going to ask you, dub or sub. How do you live? How do you
I need to get into anime, and I keep asking everybody what should be my break in, and most people go, just try Cowboy Bebop. Like, go there, like let that break you in. So I don't know what y'all think on that.
The audience watching this right now, when you just said you want to get into anime, they're gonna be in
we've got.
I just want to know one great thing that I can get in there with and wallow around in it. And then somebody said, "No, Speed Racer was anime." It's like, oh, fuck, I loved Speed Racer. I have the DVDs at home still with Speed Racer. One of us. Okay. All right, 3 times on that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I agree. Cowboy Bebop's a good start.
Okay.
It's a good
I'll
start.
do it.
A lot of great starter anime. I won't say starter animes because that means that they're not good. They're just to go ahead and get you in the door. But
yeah, I just want something that gets me in. Like I'm interested. It's like, yeah, okay, this is a good representation to get me into the world.
Usually, a lot of people say it all depends on what you're into, but the classics are always there. Dragon Ball, Naruto. To me, a modern day classic is Attack on Titan. My Hero Academia is a good one. Samurai Champloo, that's a good one. One Piece. Well,
One Piece is the second most popular thing I hear right now.
Since you said you're not gonna die, that's probably where you should start with One Piece.
Yeah,
One Piece is never gonna
it won't stop.
It doesn't stop. It hasn't stopped.
All right. I'm not gonna die, so I can definitely do that.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee, but it's got to be a latte, so it's got to be espresso. Tea, I don't understand at all. I want to like it. I grew up in the South, so sweet tea, that's a whole different thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but then when I cut out sugar in my diet, like I can't even enjoy that beautiful syrupy sweet tea anymore. So I gotta go coffee in the form of espresso in the form of a latte. Thanks for asking me, man. Thanks for making me think about that.
Yeah, because he sure enough said beautiful sweet tea. Like that was.
Oh my God, I love
that was memory talk right there,
dude. I remember my ex being so pissed at me. My son was he was this big, like as big as my head. And I'm at this restaurant in Atlanta, going home to visit family, and I put he's like a baby. I took that straw and I put some sweet tea in his mouth. She's like, what are you doing? He's never going to fall asleep now. Gary, it's caffeine and sugar. And then she looks at him. He's like, no, he know where he come from.
Yeah.
You want to piss a Southerner off? Hand them some unsweet tea unexpectedly.
No, don't
and they
do
will
that.
be.
I will slap it out your hand every time. I want sugar diabetes in a glass. I will slap that unsweetened stuff out of your hand. No, it's not that. And if they go, here you go, there's sweetener on the table. No,
that's not the same.
I immediately buy that restaurant and I fire them. And then I resell the restaurant back.
Wait a minute. Is that what happened to the joint I used to go
That's
to?
That's what happened to it.
Damn, Gary.
My tea has not been brewed in the sun
with
sugar.
Yeah, there it is. I have a hard time enjoying the flavor of tea. There's one tea I like. It's called Good Earth, and it tastes like sweet tea, and there's zero sugar in it. It's some Good Earth orange something tea. That's the only tea that I can just drink and go, hey, this is good. It doesn't do it for me, and I want to apologize. Like, I know that's my problem. It's not like the people with the little dogs. That's me. I got a tea problem.
That's what's up. Favorite nerd movie or nerd show?
Wow. Dude, I don't even know how to do that. I don't even know how to do that. Most of the shit I love is nerdy. Or there'll be some like great nerds in it. Like Cartoon World, my favorite cartoon to watch right now is Bob's Burgers. But like Tina is just the biggest nerd on the spectrum character in the world, and I love her character so much. So I don't even know how to do that, like to choose that.
I mean, that's a good pick right there, Bob's Burgers. I love that shit. I love that show.
I love it. Watch it every night.
Bob's Burgers is another one of those shows, kind of like Phineas and Ferb and Teen Titans. Some of the songs are bangers for no fucking reason at all.
Yeah. Like, and they have a new song and everything. And Phineas and Ferb, like a brand new song in every episode. Man. Yeah. Bob's Burgers though, every single night. And if my girlfriend goes to bed, but like when we first got together, she would go, all right, baby, I'm going to bed. Let me put on your cartoons. Like she flips on. And at first I was like, this is cool. And like a month in, I was like, I'm not a child. And then after that month was over, I was like, thank you, baby. Thank you for my cartoons.
You was like acceptance.
Yes. Yeah.
Then there was regret.
Yeah. I love some Bob's Burgers. I could watch any episode a million times and just get nothing but joy. One of my greatest birthdays is I got to record my first episode I recorded of Bob's Burgers on my birthday. That was heaven. That was heaven, man. Love that show.
So
love it.
I have a question. There's a show you're doing currently that amongst us at our camp at Blurred's Eye View, and I know Nick's has it, really good resonates time? With no, not Good Times.
Well, I am recurring.
I know you're on Good Times.
I'm recurring on Good Times, and I have things to say, but we'll talk about that. Okay.
But it's Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur.
Yes, sir.
And it resonates so well with a lot of us in the Black community and young Black girls, because here you have a young girl who is extremely smart. So you're talking to the STEM community, and then there's episodes where she's dealing with her hair and everything. So and then we're not even going to touch the soundtrack because that was amazing.
Dope.
So
dope.
How does it feel being
dope?
Yeah. So being a part of that kind of culture where one, it's Marvel, it's a nerd show. Then you're talking about STEM, so there's that. And then there's this positivity of a young Black girl, just dealing. Right.
And the character I get to play, I'm her granddad, and it's all about family and community and like holding things together and being there for each other. It's fantastic, man. And they're so legit on that show. Like her best friend on there, Casey, they wrote her as this little Latina girl. When the actress came in, she's like, yeah, I'm Latina. They want to make sure they hired what they were saying, right? It's like, I'm Latina. I'm also Jewish. And then they were like, oh, then this character in the TV show is now Latina and Jewish. Like we're keeping this shit authentic as possible. So, you know, like just people of color and females on that writing staff, like it's like true diversity. Like they're living what they're putting on the screen right there, man. Like the music on there, the art on there, like how they're like, you know, giving nods to Basquiat in there. Like it's legit, man. It's legit. So like Moon Girl is what Good Times was supposed to be. No, nobody's trying that. Nobody's trying that. I keep saying like Good Times is trying to be the Boondocks. No, Good Times trying to be Good Times. I went to a screening of it the other night. Have y'all seen Good Times yet? I think it just starts tonight, I believe.
What's today? It might. 12th. I think it is tonight. Tonight.
I think people need to watch it before they start talking.
As a reviewer, I have to watch it, so I have to hold my judgment until I actually watch it. So
I would say that if the internet was around now, around back then, like it is now, if Boondocks had been talked about before it came out, I bet you it would be getting the exact same words as Good Time right now. My character would have been, they would have tried to cancel it, and they wouldn't have been able to cancel it because people are going to watch it and love it or not.
Listen, but Boondocks would have been canceled just off the first 5 minutes.
Yeah. It would have been canceled off of my song. Don't trust them new niggas over there.
Every time I hear Little Brother.
It
shout out Little Brother, man, my favorite group of all time.
It would have been gone.
Gary,
so I am curious though what happens with Good Times, because I went to see it the other night in a theater downtown, and it was like, okay, especially like seeing all the flack on the internet. Like I just want to see, but I'm not going to argue with anybody. Like, you know, say whatever you want to say, but at least wait to see it before you complain. That's all I ever go. Just wait. Then you can complain all you want, or go, yeah, never mind, I was wrong, or whatever. Or secretly watch it or not, whatever. But just
we'll give it an honest shake. We'll give it the good old community college try.
Yeah, give good old horrible black Coon University try. Just give it.
Would you rather be loved or feared?
Oh, loved.
Gotcha.
I mean,
best piece of advice you've ever been given.
Oh wow, best piece of advice I've ever been given. Let me think about that one.
Okay. All right. Favorite curse word?
My daddy's, to hear my daddy go shit. That used to be my favorite. Just to hear him say that. Oh shit. That was just to hear
every black man though. Like,
but it's good. It's got so many eyes in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's different levels in expression.
So even I don't fuck is always good, man. I hearing my son one time was playing a video game in the back of the car, and he had never cussed, and he was a little kid, and he was so matter of fact, he was like, I'm gonna get that fucker. And he's little. And I was like, what did you say? He goes, the guy in the game, I'm gonna get that fucker. And he wasn't hearing me cussing at home. I was like, hey dude, that's okay around me. But if you go to school and say that, then, you know, you're going to get in trouble. You can't just go casually, because it was casual. There was no thinking going into it. Let me find a way to upset my father here. It was just like, no, I'm going to get that fucker.
Out of the blue. Just out of the blue.
Like, oh, okay, so you cuss. All right. Yeah, good. So that was a joyful one to hear. But I'm still going to go with that the old black man shit. I can't wait till I'm old enough to really say it without sounding like I'm trying to be an old black man. I can't wait to get just old enough to just
that's my old man now. So
yeah.
And listen, all it takes is somebody to ask you some outlandish shit. Just ask you a question that just sounds crazy. Shit.
They make the face of whatever.
Yeah, I got to make the face of everything head at the same time. Yeah. What is your favorite cuss words?
Mine, nothing. When it's appropriate and the moment is there. There's nothing like getting bitch out. It's nothing like just
that's a
dropping
word I
bitch.
cannot say. I can't say it. I never use that word.
Never.
And one time I was in that coffee shop I was talking about, M Street Coffee, ladies and gentlemen, Moore Park Avenue, right east of Fulton, for the espresso of your life. I was in that line. I was in there one day, and this girl I always just said hey to walked in line, and one day she just looked at me and didn't say anything. And the next day I said hi to her, just looked at me, and I was like, do we have a problem? And she goes, I heard you call me a bitch the other day. I was like, what are you talking about? I heard you say that. I was like, I can 100% promise you, I would never have called you that ever, ever, ever in my whole life. That's a word that is hard for me, even if I'm talking about a guy like messing with a dude. It may be because of all 6 of my sisters. That's a word that I never, it's like not in my mouthicon to ever like.
Let me ask you this then. If we were to play Blow the Whistle by Too Short right now,
Mm-hmm.
you wouldn't let that bitch, you wouldn't let it fly?
I get to that point and go, it's hard for me to, and it must have been something from my mama or something. It had to be something from deep there within, because of all the words that sound so horrible to me coming out of my mouth. It really does. It sounds horrible coming out of my own mouth. And I ain't that mad on it when other people are saying it. But when I say it, like, I feel like that's not something I want to come out of my mouth. One of the funnest cuss words I ever heard was, it was the first time I heard a girl say it like legit. I was hanging out with this friend of mine back in the day, and some dude said something to her, and she said, suck my dick. Just this pretty girl saying suck my dick to somebody in a real way was like, holy fuck.
It gives
I had never ever heard a woman say suck my dick before. And I was like, dude,
she will fight you.
She will fight you, or you better suck her dick. One or the other. Either somebody's getting a dick sucked or they're gonna fight.
Exactly.
You suck my dick or we fighting.
Let's say you on death row. What's your last meal?
Wow. I love a good falafel, Nix. I sure enjoy a good falafel, and I don't eat a lot of it right now because it makes me so gassy. I stopped eating meat years ago, as I said earlier. We raised and slaughtered our own animals, so I've shot a lot of stuff in the head in the past, man. Like we raised pigs, slaughtered pigs. My grandmama had chickens. My cousins, we would all go squirrel hunting. Like, I grew up in the woods, man.
I was gonna say you're Southern.
I'm Southern. Oh, I can show you right now how to build a rabbit box, catch a rabbit, grab him by the back legs, chop him behind the head, kill him, snip off his feet, cut him down the middle, skin him, and cook him.
You ever caught a chicken by the head and turned him?
Yeah. And then that's the thing. People always like running around like a chicken with his head cut off. That ain't nearly as scary as when you break their neck and they're running around dragging their head on the ground. They're dead.
It's hilarious.
Dragging their dead head. That's some scary
hilarious.
Shit. Forget the headless stuff.
It might be scary, so that's just
when
hilarious.
You dragging your own head around running after people. And it always seemed like they were running after the kids. The old women, they didn't care. Like, they have a butcher knife running after them. The kids, like them chickens, dragging their dead heads behind them, like bouncing off the ground. Like, that's way scarier than a chicken with a head.
That is, see, I'm a city guy, so I'm just like, yo, my wife is Southern, so she would tell me, I'm like, yo.
Do y'all know Lady of Rage? Do you remember?
Yes.
Do you know her?
Yes.
Yeah.
So years and years and years ago, Lady of Rage and I did a movie together. And I had such a crush on her. She was just tough. And I always like tough. I either like tough women or smart women. Like, if you were smart, tough, or funny, you were for me. And she was funny and she was tough. And I was like, what do you want to do when you're older? She's like, man, I want to be a housewife. Really? I want to be a motherfucking housewife. like, she's like, I want my husband to go out and kill a deer, bring that motherfucker home. I'm gonna cut him up, cook that motherfucker. I want to be a motherfucking housewife. I was like, wow.
Note to self.
That's
Lady
the
of
visual
Rage on
right
the
there.
show.
Oh,
that is a
dude,
visual.
I remember that. I was so in love with her. Like, wow, this. Yeah, I was just a little Southern boy, and she was already famousy and tough. Like,
He's like,
wow.
oh, she's talking my language.
Yeah, I know how to
Mountain
kill a
Mary
deer.
over
I
there.
know how to kill stuff. I can kill stuff.
What's your
Man.
most prized possession?
My
Your Phil Lamar autograph?
my Phil Lamar autograph. What will be is Phil's home, because I'm coming for that shit.
All right.
Maybe my relationship with my son. There came a time when, like in high school and stuff, when he just started talking to me about stuff. He called me like, hey, Dad, how do I know if this girl likes me? Or like just talk to me about anything. When like everything was on the table, he just suddenly started talking about it. Like, oh, wow. So maybe that relationship with him, like he's a computer programmer. So he's not a whole bunch of words. But when we have conversations, man, like he's educated me more than anybody ever could in my life. Like not just his wonder of the world and how he sees the world, but his take on things, his point of view, and how incredibly different it is from me, and the way we get to jive and talk. That's my most prized possession. Seriously, like a relationship with that dude.
Oh, too far.
Wait, what did that dude just say about Phil Lamar right there?
He said, Phil, pack
Phil,
up.
pack it up. We need. Oh yeah. No, I ain't giving him to the first. I'm moving my shit in. Little by little, he's gonna look around. It's gonna be all Gary World up in there.
You're gonna look up one day, it's gonna be a big ass picture of you on his wall. Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Walk by drinking his tea. You're like, wait a minute.
Yeah. I don't even like this, Phil. I don't even like tea. And I'm drinking your tea. How about that? Phil Lamar?
It's my tea now.
And he's got that son. I don't know if you know his son. His son is a hell of a singer and rapper. Iz Lamar, Iz. That dude is a heck of a singer and a rapper. Yeah, start following him on Insta. So I'm gonna be cashing in on all of that.
Yeah,
all that son money. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be cashing in on everything.
He's gonna be watching this. He's like, I can't believe.
Hey, he knew what was happening. He knew what was happening.
Yeah, take down the Moriarty pirate point penny.
Yeah,
put up the Gary Anthony Williams penny.
Yeah,
he's looking at you with the.
Yeah, he's doing a that's like a podcast, and he's got billboards all over the place. That's ridiculous, Phil. It's just your voice. Have a picture of your throat at the very most. He's dressed up like damn Sherlock. I'm sick of Phil fucking Lamar. I'm sick. You know, I joke around about Phil all the time like that. And so me, Cedric Yarbrough from Reno 911, Danielle Gaither used to be a Mad TV. Jordan Black wrote for SNL. He writes for a lot of stuff right now too. The Wonder Years. Naima Funk, who's from Key and Peele. We're all in a comedy group together.
The Groundlings.
And at the Groundlings, and it's called The Black Version. It's all black improv comedians. The audience gives us a typically white movie, and we improvise the black version of that white movie. We've been doing it for years. And I always go, fucking Phil Lamar, just as a joke. And one day, Cedric Yarbrough calls me like early in the morning, like trying to be a friend. He's like, hey, Gary, you okay, man? It's like, yeah, what's up? I mean, you really don't like Phil, huh? You okay? I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, no, I was using that fucking Phil Lamar. And I was like, dude, I love Phil. I just like to say that fucking Phil Lamar. Not fucking Phil Lamar. Like, dude's never done anything wrong to me ever in his life.
Listen, I
always kind, but that fucker.
Chris will tell you. Chris will tell you that there's another gentleman who we share this blurry space with by the name of Navy Montel, and if he was on this show right now, I'd be giving to his ass the same way you give it to Phil Lamar.
The love is there, but it's just the love is
absolutely there. But I kick him in the dick every chance I get.
Dick kick.
I can't imagine because Phil was on our show talking about the black version, and just hearing you talk about all these people that's on it, and I paid attention to all these people in their careers.
Yeah,
and I can't imagine being in that room,
dude,
watching it.
It's a great show. It's the best. Like, I do Whose Line Is It Anyway? That's the best. Black Version is the best improv show I've ever been involved in. And I've done some great stuff with Laughing Matters down in Georgia. Like, just a great show. And starting in it was Key and Peele. They were both in it when we started. Then they sold their show. Octavia Spencer did some of it online. And then we're doing a show on the 19th. And Maya Rudolph, she'll be there with us.
Oh, Lord.
Wayne Brady does a show with us a lot. So, no, dude, it's a great show. It's a great improv show.
That is awesome.
Except for one person. Except for one person.
Fucking Phil Lamar. That's one of those shows you walk out, you're just like, you know what? You laugh going to sleep. Because you're recalling things.
Dude, it's a great. I recommend anybody who's in LA, or when we do it in San Fran a lot. We've been to Kennedy Center a few times doing it. So if you ever get a chance to see the show, definitely.
Next, we got to get Hilton on this so they can come down to BlurredCon. I swear to God.
Yeah, I know. That would
we got to get them to come to BlurredCon at least once, or something.
Where is BlurredCon, by the way? I just started doing these cons, and man, I haven't done a lot of the Negro cons.
BlurredCon is in BlurredCon is in Arlington. It's pretty much DC. It's every year. It's usually in July. And
was Cree there last year? Did she?
We interviewed her last year, and we got her there last year. Orlando Jones was the year before.
Hey, listen, if I can put the proposal out there, listen, if you're not doing nothing in July, my man, we would love to have you at BlurredCon. And listen, I'm not gonna give Hilton the credit if you get booked. It's all.
Let me ask you this seriously. I'm gonna look at my calendar right now. When is it in July? Seriously, when is this BlurredCon in July?
This year is July 12th through the 14th. I think it's 12th through the 14th.
I'll be at Contrapolis. We
can work something out to happen.
Oh,
for
man,
the following year.
I really got to get to Blur. I got to do all these black cons, man.
It's kind of the mecca of where you want to go.
No, I know.
There's another black con coming up in August. Right here in my hometown. It's called Atlantic Comic Con.
Atlantic Comic Con in August? What days? I want to know all this stuff.
Give me a second.
Don't be the 16th. Don't be that weekend.
Ooh, I think it is. It is.
See, y'all up against all these Galaxy cons that I do, man. Do you know Rodney Barnes? Do you know that dude?
I would love to know Rodney Barnes personally, but yes, I know who he is. I actually got a signed copy of Blackula recently from him.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Awesome. So he hooked me up with this dude at Galaxy Con, and me and Rodney go and do a lot of them together. We did a Boondocks After Dark thing because he wrote on Boondocks.
I was so mad I missed that.
Dang it! I'm doing all the Negro cons is at the same time as the white people cons. I got to sneak.
This year in July is a pretty rough run of cons. Like they're like literally there's either the same day,
all
weekend,
the time,
or every weekend in July.
A lot of overlapping. I love doing them, man. I've never done them till recently. I absolutely love going out to meet people, but by the end of the week, my voice is gone because all I do all week is just roast people as Uncle Ruckus all weekend, man. That's it. Don't let me see no interracial couples walking through there.
You would have loved Fan Expo Cleveland then, because I've seen a couple of them. Seen a couple.
Atlantic Comic Con is 17th and 18th.
The 17th and 18th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna be. That's in August, you said.
Yep, August this year.
Yeah, I'm in San Jose.
We got to push for him.
Yeah, we got to push.
Talk to Jason.
I'm serious. Y'all talk to all these people. I will be. Let me. Hey, everybody, this is Uncle Ruckus. If you got a Negro Comic Con anywhere in this town, I know y'all ain't got no damn money and everybody getting in there for free. But I would love to come to see all them Negroes in one damn place. Then I'm going to shut the door and brick it in so y'all can't get y'all black asses out of there. Uncle Ruckus, no relation.
Listen, I only have Chris. We're gonna have to probably fight for that panel, dog. Because if he comes to BlurredCon,
we're gonna have to team up to get that.
I already had experience talking to Gary. Let me get this one,
dude. I am in. Y'all get me in there. I love doing them. genuinely love doing them. I wear myself out every time, but it's absolutely true. I do.
You're gonna have to look at 2025 then. Like, listen,
Yeah.
I'm making this happen one way or another. And Hilton,
Let's do it.
it's my idea, Hilton. It's my idea.
Yeah, Hilton.
It's my
Let's
idea.
do it.
I mean,
Oh man,
we
Gary,
can get if we get Phil attached, let's make it a twofer for that weekend.
listen. If we get the black version booked at BlurredCon, Hilton might as well just go ahead and hand the keys over.
Yeah.
Like, just
Say, like you always
give us,
now. It's ours.
give us the
It's
keys
ours.
at this point.
Yeah. No,
Because you washed at this point. You washed up. We did all the work for you.
yeah, we would do it, man. Love to do it.
All right,
Love it.
Guess
y'all
we got
heard
work
it
to
here.
do. Got some work to do.
We got some work to do. I will definitely make sure contact information is exchanged before we got this thing.
Right on.
Gary, at the end of the day, man, thank you so much for joining me with this thing, man. This has been an incredible night, and it was everything that I was expecting it to be, and even more. So, thank you so much for your time.
Well, I think more than anything, America got a chance to see who the real Phil Lamar is, and just like with Good Times, it's up to them now to decide what they think about it. You know. May I ask you guys, like, what's up with this P. Diddy situation before we go? I know we're headed out the door now, but what's up with this?
You want to tell him, or you want me to tell him?
What's going on? Is he okay? Is he okay?
I don't think he is.
You want me to tell him, or you want to tell him?
Somebody.
This your show. You got it.
Okay,
I just came in. I came on the shuttle.
Heavy as the head, and where's the crown? Okay, all right. So
my ship's in dock.
So apparently, Mr. Sean Puffy Combs has been under investigation. After the whistle was blown on him by a former, I guess, girlfriend and also artist Cassie, and ever since then it's been kind of downhill for Mr. Diddy. Accusations of his parties with a lot of homosexual activity going on.
But homosexuality is not illegal.
It's not.
But it's not just
illegal.
Acts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was some other acts with not just homosexuality, but it was some other acts.
Some other illegal acts. Okay.
So apparently there's proof.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So
because I will tell you this, years ago when I met Erykah Badu, I was writing comedy for her for the Soul Train Music Awards. And like every star there, I don't care how hardcore they were, the drugs being hustled during the party is illegal. And that's it. That was it. Yeah. The drugs being hustled in the party is. Because every star, because I thought it can't be just a gay thing, because every star, I don't care how hardcore they were, their team was full of gay people like running shit for them. Like all of them. They all had gay people running shit. Like, can't just be homosexuality. He better be doing something really illegal for people to shut him down.
It was
okay.
Bad. It wasn't just a gay thing.
That makes me feel bad. That makes me feel bad.
The drugs. There's the whole the accusations with him and also TD Jakes. The accusations with him and Meek Mill. What other accusations?
Cassie and other.
Trafficking was another allegation.
Okay, that's not good. That's not good.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah.
That's not good. Okay,
good. It was pretty bad. It was
yeah.
pretty
No.
Bad. Then the FBI raided his house and he was nowhere to be found, but his kids were in the house.
I saw like the whole FBI, like they raided a couple of his places. I was like, what happened?
It was a coordinated, simultaneous attack.
Wow.
At the same time, and I'm like, you know how bad it has to be to hit your house on two different coasts at the same time.
Right.
That's not good.
Okay, then I hope, I don't hope that he did what they did, but because of that, I hope that he did do what they did if they're raiding his house. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want them to come raiding my house and your house going, hey, they had a party.
Right.
So I hope at least that was founded.
Officer, let me explain. We're just playing categories.
Yeah.
Right.
I know how
I was
y'all
like,
play
he
categories.
sank my battleship. That's all. That
See, all of this, by the way, sounds nasty, y'all. Somebody just coming in and saying,
playing Candyland.
yeah, all of this sound nasty. Every bit of it.
I was like Your Honor, I was caught in Molasses Junction and they just busted in my door.
Yeah,
it was like, no, the rules clearly state you do not pass go, do not collect $200. It was
right.
Well, I'm sorry for Mr. Diddy. I'm sorry if he did do what he did. And if he did, then you know what? We all got to pay the price of doing bad things.
Right.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm just glad because I literally have not had time to get the reading in. And I like to keep myself informed. I was like, wait, if this is all about homosexual stuff, this is bullshit. But now you tell me, oh, no, there's some good human trafficking and all kinds of drug shit. And okay, all right. That makes me feel better about everything. No, I don't feel better about it. Like,
Right.
way to go, P. Diddy. Way to human traffic. No, I don't feel better in that way. Hoorah! I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But
like now my side eye feels better on me.
I cannot believe that I had to come to y'all two to get the news. Like,
hey,
I'm
man,
going to call you.
Hey,
what's going on in the news?
let it be known that DYSG brings you the latest and greatest inside the geek realm and sometimes the hip hop realm too.
Hey everybody, my name is Michael Jones. Y'all don't know me, but when I'm looking for the news, I go to DYSG. They have all the news and entertainment that I need. I learned about P. Diddy and other stuff.
It's a clip. It's a clip.
You learned about comics. You learned about comics.
I did. I learned that all the Negro Comic-Cons are at the time as all the white comic. And that has to be a white man's plot right there. Like, man, shut them down. Find out when they're doing it, and we're going to do one somewhere else. I would love to. I want to get in on. Really want to get in on the African American Comic-Con ring, guys.
So there's a gentleman by the name of Hellspawn Cosplay. He has a website, Blurred and Powerful, and he has a listing of all the Black-owned Comic-Cons in the country, and the list grows. It's quite a few.
No, yeah, I know it's more and more, and every time I hear about one, I was like, I want to get in. There's about to be one in Atlanta soon. That's my hometown.
Mm-hmm. And Urban Nerd Con.
Yeah, I was like, get me down there. He's like, too late. Phil Lamar's already there.
I can hear him say now. Fucking Phil.
He's there. Phil Lamar. Fucking Phil Lamar. He's literally already there. Like, I can't be mad at Cree Summer. She's Cree. She got a new puppy. She's Cree. She's good people. But that fucking Phil. Y'all, we got to make some fucking Phil Lamar t-shirts. That's all I'm saying. And have everybody wondering, like, what's wrong with Phil Lamar?
It's gonna be all over Twitter. They're gonna miss the entire joke.
They'll be like, why you wearing t-shirts? Fucking Phil Lamar. Hey, listen,
people are gonna be doing reaction videos. They're gonna be coming up with their own ideas.
Put down the front of the shirt, on the back of the shirt, put if you know, you know.
If you know, you know. And he ain't done jack to nobody. It's not like the P. Diddy situation. He hadn't done anything. He's just sitting in that big ass house of his. It's a fucking big house, y'all. It's a big house.
Now I need to see this house.
Yeah.
You can't see it all. You can't see it all in one day. What
you gotta do is you gotta use Google Earth and see that shit from a sky view.
Right.
See it from the sky.
And then it's just the
sonar.
The rooftop.
A lot of his stuff go down below ground. You gotta use sonar on that. You can't see it all with one system.
You gotta use shit on the Batmobile, the sonar pulse.
Right.
To get the underground image.
Exactly. Or call Elon.
Somebody
Musk, have him
Bruce.
dig a tunnel. He got it designed in such a way that Phil Lamar can be anywhere in America within 10 minutes. That's how his house is. Anywhere in America within 10 minutes by his underground tunnels. He's amazing. Phil Lamar is amazing.
Damn.
I actually kind of believe that.
That's amazing. Gary, thank you again, man.
Thank you, my brother.
At the end of the day, man, what would you like the world to know about you and what's in the future for Gary Anthony Williams?
In the future, I By the way, there's a new cartoon coming out. I'm just in one big episode, but a buddy of mine created this. It's called Eye of Wakanda. Do y'all know Eye of Wakanda yet?
Yes.
Yeah. So I got a real nice deal coming up in that. I got a bunch of new animation coming out, and I mean a bunch of new stuff coming out. So, the stupid Hollywood thing where you can't really say yet, but it's true. So watch for that. And watch for, they brought back the TV show Night Court, so I recur on that television show. Okay. I have no idea what I'm doing on it. I really don't. But they just keep bringing me back, and I walk around and say stupid things. And that's it. Follow me on Instagram at Gary Anthony Williams. On TikTok, all I do on TikTok is just Uncle Ruckus stuff, songs I make up. Like I made up that song, Don't Trust Them New Niggas. That was an improvised song that they put music to on the show. So I just make up a lot of songs on
my favorite one that my favorite one that Uncle Ruckus did was when he was mopping the floor during the Gangsters episode.
Yeah.
He was like what? I think it was like white man, don't slave, man, slave rate.
Slave rate. At least we had good food back then.
That's my shit.
White man. Okay. Here's why I sing in there. Okay, I know this interview won't fucking stop. Here's why I sing in there. When I was doing Malcolm in the Middle years ago, Bryan Cranston and I were just sitting around talking one day and just talking about income and blah, blah. And he goes, you ever notice how much I hum on Malcolm in the Middle? I was like, yeah, you always humming some little ditty. He's like, that's because every time I make up a little ditty, I get paid by ASCAP and BMI. I get paid music royalties when I make up a song. So when I got on the Boondocks, I was like, wait a minute. If I make up a little song, I get on the music cue sheet, I get paychecks. And that is the absolute truth. So anytime you hear him, people white folks talking about, black folks talking about slavery, slavery. Ain't nothing wrong with slavery. At least we had good food back then. White man sure could be your friend. Paycheck. So
life.
Anytime I had a chance, I write a little ditty.
And that one was free. So if y'all pay attention, that one was free.
Thank you, Bryan Cranston, for teaching me that.
That one was free.
Well, Nick, I know what we got to do.
Yeah, we're gonna have to start freestyling some shit. Man. On behalf of myself, my co-host, the amazing Chris Fury from Bird's Eye View, y'all check him out at Bird's Eye View. YouTube partner. Let me go ahead and give you your applause for that, my guy. YouTube partner.
That. Yeah, just now hit the partner. Our views are up. Go show your love over at birdseyeView.org. The website is popping right now.
You get rich off of that. You get rich off of it.
Trying to get rich.
Yeah, you rich off of that, ain't you? Ain't you rich off of that?
Not yet.
Ooh, he got money.
Yeah, Quinta, we want you on. By the way, and I'm gonna put this in the universe. Yeah, Quinta, we're gonna have you on the show. I don't know that. It's just apparently a mutant power I have. There it is.
He has a manifestation of mutant power. It's the reason why you're on my show now.
Oh wow, it's work. Man.
I don't know what it is. And then we just had a full eclipse here in Cleveland. So second mutation power activated. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, you had the full deal there. That's beautiful, man.
Yeah. I was out there on the roof. I was just waiting. I'm like,
yeah.
Can I bend metal yet? That's not it? Okay.
It's my turn to be great now, Nathan.
So did you become a YouTube partner before or after the eclipse?
Before.
Oh, okay. So that didn't have nothing to do with it.
Yeah, the manifestation power, that's been happening in the past year. I'm like, oh, that was the December 21st thing. Okay. That's where that power came from. I'm just waiting on the secondary. It's kicked in. It's kicked in.
Okay.
It's kicked in.
All right. I'm not gonna fight you, man. You got mutant powers. I'm not fighting you.
I don't drink black coffee anymore. That's why the powers kicked in.
Do you have a little dog?
My wife has a little dog.
No, that means you have a little dog. I'm telling you right now, if your wife got a little dog, you do.
Yeah.
How big is this dog?
20 pounds. 20-ish. Yeah, 20.
That's okay. That's not.
It's
horrible.
not a teacup dog.
Right, but that's not horrible.
No.
But
meanwhile, I'm over here with a easily 150 Rottweiler.
Eating out of house home, huh?
Nigga.
Is that his name?
No. Yo.
Oh my God.
You know what's funny though? The funniest dog name I ever heard, I was maybe 13, 14 years old. I went to go fishing with my grandfather, and we were on this farm fishing for rainbow trout. And on the farm, they had this dog, and the dog's name was Damn It. And the only reason I knew the dog's name was Damn It because the little girl kept yelling to the dog, "Damn it, come here! Damn it, stop! Damn it, come here!
Real name.
Damn it, do you hear me?" I was like, this little girl's cussing her ass off. No one sees this. Like, no, the dog's name is Damn It. I'm like, that is some funny shit.
At the Hoover Dam, I think it's Hoover Dam over here near Vegas, and they may have taken it down now, but I know when I first went there, they were talking about the people who had died at the Hoover Dam when it was being built, and one of them was a little black dog named Nigger. They had a little plaque up.
Wow.
Just the fact that these motherfuckers working that dam with a little dog called Nigger. Hey, Nigger, get over here, Nigger. That's yeah.
That's
my dog's name is Roman, but yeah, that would be hilarious.
I might change my dog's name to Nigger just in public. Sit down.
Nigga, get down.
Nigga crazy, ain't it? Nigga crazy. I'm not calling.
Like, you can't call him that. That's my dog.
Yeah, you can't call him that.
That's my dog. That's not your dog.
like, go ahead, Tara Strong. Call my dog.
Say it.
Call my dog.
I bet you he won't listen. I bet you.
I want to, but when I did move to LA, I did tell people, like, the first party I ever went to, I hated going to parties, and I introduced myself as Negro to white people. They were like, "Oh, what's your name?" I was like, "Hi, my name is Negro," and they were like, "You're hi." Like, nobody would ever repeat my name because they were like, "Did I hear he's Negro?" They were scared. I just wanted to see what they were gonna do. Yeah, Negro. Oh, nobody ever said, "Hey, Negro, I'm Karen," or "Hey, Negro, I'm Charles." Nobody ever said it back. They just looked at me and nodded.
Funny.
Oh, okay.
That's so funny.
Oh, the room. That room.
That's so funny.
Like, how'd you do that? I enjoy inciting chaos. That's
yes. But I like.
Man, once again, y'all, DYSG Live. This has been myself, Nix, my co-host Chris Fury, special guest Gary Anthony Williams. As always, people, if you're gonna have issues, make sure they're variants. And as always, play to win, win to live. We speak geek. Do you speak geek? Peace, everybody. Come back next time.
Fuck Phil Lamar.